Hey, I'm Laura Parson, and I'm an associate professor at North Dakota State University, where I teach courses in empathy, org change, org culture, and qualitative research in the School of Education. Now here, I also research how to make more equitable higher education settings. Last year, a few months into my fellowship, I walked into the Silicon Valley Meetup, feeling completely lost. I'd been working on my project, but I'd reached an impasse. I didn't know where to go next. In fact, progress had stalled on my original project, and that was to create a professional development program that helped faculty and administrators get ready to do anti-racist and anti-bias work. NDSU, however, was going a reorganization, and that made scheduling stakeholder meetings really challenging. On my first day of the meetup last year, I had a critical conversation that helped me to refocus my project, and it asked me to revisit what foundational knowledge I felt like people needed to know to do this work. Now, as I thought about the answer to that question, it was empathy and mindfulness. This is two things I'd been focusing on the past few years. I pivoted then to developing foundational skills for doing diversity and equity work, and that's through empathy and perspective taking, and then fostering self-awareness through meditation. To make the course accessible to all and scalable to multiple settings and contexts, I decided to offer it as a 6-week asynchronous course called Empathy and Mindfulness for Educators. Now, I had the chance to prototype it sooner than I'd planned. And that's when I was approved to offer it as a professional development course for K-12 educators, so like primary school, and that could be for professional development credit. I launched that course the summer of 2023, a year ago. Enrollment in that class was so high, I had to close the class early. Feedback on that course was really positive. And so after revising and paring down some of the readings, I got to offer it again to K-12 educators in the fall 2023 semester. Now, prototyping again last fall, I finally had the opportunity to offer it as an asynchronous course for higher ed practitioners. This was as it was originally intended. But while 12 signed up for that course, as of today, only one person has finished that course. Meanwhile, I just wrapped the 3rd iteration of that K-12 educator course, and I'm offering it again in the summer and again next fall. So that course seems to be running really well. My question, though, is what's happening to the higher education course? Why isn't it seeing similar engagement and enrollment? I offered it even as a pre-conference session at a recent student affairs conference, and it was well attended and completed there. So I'm wondering what's going on here in my setting. As I think about it, I don't know if there's 2 major changes that I need to make. Do I need to add a credential, a certificate, which is what is happening with that K-12 course? And how can I make it more available to more folks in higher education, more folks outside of NDSU? So thinking about that in my next iteration, I'm going to try to offer it as a professional development course. This summer, I'm giving that a try. I'm offering it as a higher ed course for professional development credit. However, it comes with a cost for learners, and I'm not sure how to teach that course to a broader audience so that I can reach them. I won't know until this summer if anyone takes that course, but I'm hoping that I have at least 3 so I can get some feedback that will help me to accomplish my ultimate goal. My dream for this course is to make it available to any higher education professional and create a broad community that's focused on mindfulness and community. And the summer is just one step towards that goal. As I reflect back now on my journey, I used to think that there would be a point where I'd say, I'm done. But now I think that this FIS process is just the first in a series of steps that will ultimately end up in an empathy project. And that project may or may not look like I think it'll look right now. And as I think about that, maybe empathy shouldn't be bracketed into one semester. How might I create an empathy experience, a community that allows for fluid participation without an endpoint?